welcome to Vermin Hunters TV with me, Si Pittaway. Today on the show we're going to be doing some plinking and pellet testing with the Tony Wall Sandwell Field Sports tuned HW97KT, which I've got here. Things you will notice about this rifle is the stock's a different colour to the normal Virac stock. That's because I've stripped it. I like a dark stock personally, and I put dark English oak dye on it, 2 coats, and then I put a protective lacquer over it, so it's going to stop it scratching. And as you can see, it looks absolutely lovely now, and I'm really liking the results I'm getting from using this dye. Really nice. On top I've got my Hawk panorama scope, and this is the 4-12x50 model, and it's the AO with the IR, and the IR is blue and red on this 1/2 mm dot reticle. The optics on this are absolutely fantastic, and they're as good as my Sidewinder, I would say. Got my flip ups, and on the top, on this side I've got ×4 calibration, and on this side I've got ×10 calibration. The pellets I'm going to be testing are these Webley Acupels, and the reason I'm testing Webley Acupels because the other day I was watching a clip on YouTube, and there was a gentleman called Secouts, and he was shooting a centenary Virac HW97 at 60 yards shooting shotgun shells, and he was using Air Arms Field, and he really impressed me. And when I actually spoke to him via PM, he told me that normally he uses Webley Acupels, and the only reason he was using Air Arms in the clip is because he'd run out of Webley Acupels. So I bought some Acupels, and we're going to see how they fare. I haven't been long from work, hence the uniform, so I apologise for that, but it's been raining on and off all day, so hopefully I can catch between the showers and get some footage done for you. So thanks for watching, and let's see how we get on. Just want to show this little design I've done on my back garden, and it's the target end now of my 25-metre range I've built. And what I've built it from is a metal shelf here, which is obviously screwed to the back fence, and it stops obviously pellets ruining the fence. It's a lovely little backstop. I've got a 13mm HFT knockdown rat here with the reset underneath. I think these are about 40mm swinging targets. Just here I've got a drawing pin in this box where I can put a zeroing card, and that's 9mm these drawing pins are. And then this here is a bell target. It's been smashed a little bit, but that was a 10mm bell target. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably 10mm in diameter one way, and maybe 15 in the other now, because a lot of pellet damage to it. Up here these are about 50mm. These are magnetic wild boar pigs. I did have a Firebird exploding target on there. I've used it up now, just plinking. So it's ideal. I'll set this up and go back down the garden to the 25-metre point, and it's alright for testing rifles and checking your zero prior to going out. Okay, I'm going to zoom in now so you can see different targets. I have had a few shots off camera, and finally adjusted the zero using these Webley Acupel pellets in this rifle, and they're very accurate. I'm going to try improving it by shooting that 9mm drawing pin in the middle of that square piece of paper. You can see the wind is blowing, the leaves are moving, but hopefully it won't matter too much. And then I'm going to have a few shots at the bottle tops and the different targets. I'm going to keep the camera live, so there's no editing, and you can see what I shoot is what I shoot, and if I miss, I miss. But hopefully I'll be able to show you just how good this rifle is. There you go. First shot again on the drawing pin, and that's about 6 times I've done that. I've probably done it another 5 times off camera, just zeroing and practicing. And these pellets do fall basically bang on top of each other, and I'm going to try and do a group off camera first, just to make sure it is bang on, and then one on camera later on, hopefully, if the breeze and the weather holds off. There's a 13mm knockdown HFT, which I'd be happy to hit with a PCP at this range, something that small. You see, this rifle is just, it oozes accuracy. He's done such a good job, Tony Wall, and I really do recommend anyone who's got a spring piston rifle, especially a Virac. I think he does Webley's, I think he does all sorts of rifles, but what a job he does with him. You know, if you're looking to maybe get your gun serviced or tuned, then really think about Sandwell Field Sports, because you can see what he's done to this one, and it's absolutely amazing. The accuracy I'm getting from this rifle at this range, it rivals my HW100 and my R10. It's also nice to be getting back to shooting a spring piston rifle as well, because I've shot a PCP for so long, especially on the channel. I get a lot of comments from people commenting saying, can you use a spring piston rifle? We'd like to see it because that's what we've got. Or some people comment saying, I don't think you could do what you can do with a PCP with a spring piston. But the truth be known, I actually shoot a PCP exactly the same way as I shoot a spring rifle. It's the same marksmanship principles, and as long as you adhere to these principles, as you can see, you can shoot a spring rifle with really good results. Like this one, from where I am, from my bench, I've got to shoot through some grass, some leaves, so it might take a deflection, and the wind's blowing quite heavily as well. That one landed perfectly, as you saw. Now one more shot and see if I can reset them, because at this range, 25 metres, it's not really testing this rifle at all. There you go. Absolute outstanding rifle. I've just off camera, just been fine adjusting the zero now till I get it basically pellet on pellet, and I've just shot a 5-shot group here, and I'm going to try and do it in a second for you again on camera. But if you can see them, and you'll realise they are Acupels, look, for people who know what pellets Acupel look like, and there's 5 shots landing on top of each other, and that's at 25 metres with a spring recoiling rifle tuned by Tony Wall. You can't get any more accurate than that. In fact, you couldn't even get any more accurate with a PCP than that. I'm going to try and do it again on camera for you, which is probably going to be easier said than done, but I will give it a go. Right, then I'll zoom in as far as I can go on the camera, and then I'm basically going to take one shot somewhere in the middle of the card, or the paper, sorry, and then have another about 5 shots at the same hole, see what sort of group I can get. Hopefully it's anywhere near as good as the last one, even with the camera pressure on. Let's see. 2 through the same hole. Three through the same hole. Four through the same hole. Last shot. Oh, that was a wobble on my behalf. But you can see I got 4 through the same hole. See if we're going to have one more shot. Camera pressure got to me. There we go. 5 through the same hole in 6 shots. Could have been me, could have been a pellet. Being slightly out of shape, but probably more to do with me getting a bit complacent when we're shooting. But you see there, we'll go up to have a look at it anyway. Five shots through the same hole and 1 marker, so there's 6 actual pellets in that 2.2 caliber. We'll see how it looks. Okay, I'm up at the target end now, and I've removed the piece of paper, and if I zoom in slowly so not to lose focus, hopefully you can see the group itself in the wood at the back where the twig's marking it. And I'm going to try and pull this out for you. Come on, it's easier said than done. One's just fell out. Don't know if you can see that. There's a big lump of lead there, and looking inside, there's still some pellets there, part of the group. I'm trying to get them out with this twig. Come on, there's one there. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So there you go, look. 4 of the 5 are all stacked up on top of each other. That shot were over 60 metres. That's a Virak HW97KT, tuned by Tony Wall at Sandwell Field Sport. And there's a couple of crows now turned up, look, to inspect what I've just shot. So hopefully I'll be able to get a repeater.